We're just about to leave from Locke Maddy. We've been here 4 days and yeah, it's been windy and rough and rainy. Yesterday we hiked 14 miles up the mountain, which is just that mountain just there. Now we're just preparing the boat, ready to set off to Loch, what's it called?
Duntulm Bay.
Duntulm Bay. I'm not sure. We've got 8 knots of wind at the minute, 9 knots of wind, so we might get some sailing in. Might see some dolphins, and that's about it for today. We've arrived at our destination. It changed when we got close to the bay, but now it's Staffin Bay. It's really quite nice here. It's a lot greener than it has been on the other side of the island in Skye. So we're going to head over to the beach, which is over that side, and go check it out. Today we didn't get much filming done because I failed to charge the batteries, so a bit of a pain in the bum, but we just sailed. It was nice. We had 7 knots of wind, so we were doing 7 knots of wind, sorry. It was really nice. Painted Matthew a little picture of himself up high the sailor man. He's really happy with it, so now we have to have it stuck in the corridor to our bedroom. Pump up the tender, pump it up while your feet are thumping and a jamming. Having fun?
No. Excavated midden tells us about the Stone Age people's lifestyle and environment, given the importance of the sea both for food and transport. You can envision why they settled at this point. Will we ever know their ancient language or beliefs? That's that over there, is it? That's the where they were camped up there.
So the dig out bit, that is where they're talking about.
1,500 years ago. So the dinosaur stamping ground of Scotland. So there's 2 footprints down there, so we're going to go look for him.
Here's where Matthew accidentally just kicked into. Yeah, he's a dinosaur. Now we're going to go find the other one.
I've been sleeping with the lights on, buried in regrets, breaking into sweats, naked as a falling leaf.
How did dinosaur hunting go?
Not very well. I didn't find it. Probably saw it, but just not being able to recognise it. So given up. We're going to go watch the sunset.
Watching a nice sunset, and Matthew's got midges squished on his face. True Scottish midges.
Nails, look, there's one.
They're everywhere. We just got back from our little beach trip. The sun's setting behind me, or it has set behind me. Matt's just been playing around with the anchor, seeing if he could get the snubbing line to be better.
Yeah.
There he is.
I did.
He obviously can't learn to wear his hat properly because it's always up on his head like a tit head.
Not my fault.
But yeah, it's a beautiful night. We're all back and we're going to get some drinks and watch the sunset and the stars come out. We're all prepared for our night under the mountains in our sleeping bags. It's 10 o'clock at night and Matthew's decided that...
I want cookies.
He wants cookies.
Fresh cookies.
So we're baking...
No, you want cookies too.
We're baking warm cookies to have with milk. So we can get in our sleeping bags, lay out under the stars. Eat cookies and milk. Where are we maybe going today?
Look, A-Naught. I-Naught. Just there. We'll be coming down the sound of Rassay. than him.
Unless Matthew changes.
Or unless I change my mind.
The wind's not in a brilliant place for us, so it means we're gonna have to beat the wind.
Beat to wind.
Beat to wind, which means we're gonna have to keep tacking, so sailing like this all the way. We've got this staysail out at the minute,
I think I'm gonna put
but
it away,
we're gonna put it away because there's not enough wind for it. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep tacking all the way there today.
Oh, and I don't know where they go when they vanish in the corners of my eyes. And I don't know why, I don't know if they stay below or rise up to the sky. But I'm
We've got no wind at all, though we started with 25 knots. And now it's down to 6, so we've got to put the motor into it. That's what's going on. Not happy. Wasting me fuel. Scottish wind.
letting go. It's a silent wind that never really blows. I'm letting go.
Actually, I think I may have said that one.
So we were gonna go anchoring just over there where the mountains are, but Matthew told me that there's woodland, so we're going over here, straight in front of us, to the woodland. Maybe get attacked and eaten by midges, so you might not see a video after this one, but we're all happy and it's pretty. We've arrived at our nice Anchorage for the next 1 or 2 nights, thinking of 2 nights. Behind me and all the way around me is beautiful mountain. And then just this way, there's all this woodland here. We just saw deer, so it's really pretty. And it's really nice and secluded. Apart from we're not sure about if there's any shops around here and we kind of need to restock, so we'll have a look and have a look around. So it's Friday and we're going to give you a fun fact. So Fun Fact Friday is how it'll be known from now on. I'll have to turn the camera around. So, just in our anchor locker, well in everyone's anchor locker, is a little bit of rope that connects the chain to the boat. And the reason that that's there is so that if the chain ever gets jammed, you can cut through the rope instead of trying to do the chain. And that little piece of rope is called the bitter end. So that's your fun fact for this Friday.
So I'm working out the tides for the anchorage we're in. We're anchored down here. I'm part of Cal Moor. So I've got it here in my pilot book for Skye in the northwest of Scotland. There's other books you can find this in, but it's here. So spring is 1 knot and the southeast. So the constant is pull. So knowing that, I can now look at my tidal book, tide tables, and find pull. And we find today's date, which is the 19th of May. And that is that. We can tell by the symbol of the little moon that it's neaps, so it ain't going to change much. But we've just anchored. It's coming up to low water, will be at 2.2 metres above tide. And of course I'll be using the 20th because we'll be staying the night, so it's going to rise up to 4 metres. So that'll be a range of 1.8, lowering down to 1.9, and then rising again to 3.9, then lowering again to 2. And if we're staying for 2 nights, I'll work out further. And that's a range of how much it'll drop and fall and rise. So I know how much chain I need to put out, and if I'm here, okay.
Ow, Matthew, where are we going?
Across to the shore.
To the deer land.
It's getting bad tides.
Oh no, I'm facing the wrong way. To the deer land. We've motored across to where the deers were, and I'm pointing in the right place this time. Nova's there. Matthew?
Come on, you.
It's not happy. our hike across the beach. The shell that I was bringing back to paint, I stood on in the tender, so that's broken. So I'm now sitting on the front, watching the sunset over the mountains behind me. After spending 2 nights at our beautiful little Anchorage, it was time to head over to Plockton to restock on food. It was only a short trip, a total of 18 nautical miles. It's cold and miserable in Scotland today, and I've found the bane of my life. He's called Mr. Chum, and he's Matthew's best friend who we hang on the anchor. But he's a pain in the arse.
He goes on the chain.
On the chain, and he's a pain in the arse to drag back up when I've got to do it quickly. So if you've got any tips for bringing up a chum, then please let us know, because otherwise I'm going to cut the rope and throw him in.
No, I like my chum. But downwind sailing, well, it's off the starboard quarter at the moment. 16 knots of wind, so we're doing 6 knots through the water. We're doing good.
We've just popped the sails away and we're motoring towards Plockton now. It's literally around the corner, so, and the wind's dropped to 7 knots, so we're motoring straight in. I'm gonna go stock up on food, and that's where we'll spend tonight.
And I'm falling out of a standard. Now I hear alone.
We've arrived in Plockton. It's really pretty around here, really green, mountainous. Behind me is a castle, which is really cool. Like we're really close to it. We picked up a mooring buoy, which is like playing hook a duck, but on a larger scale, and it's a bit of a pain in the bum sometimes. But we didn't get much wind, so it wasn't too bad to pick it up, and Matt could steady the boat with the bow thruster. So yeah, we're here for 2 nights. It's really pretty. Now we can go to the shops and restock on food, so we don't have to have beans on toast. Where are we off to, Matthew?
Yeah, fish and chip. That's a fish and chip band.
Since everywhere else in Plockton is fully booked.
I don't know if I fancy a fish and chip band. It's cheaper and
Greasy.
it's quite nice weather.
How is it?
It's good. Good fish and chips. From the little blue van at Plockton.
No.
And now we're overlooking the castle and the mountains.
We're back at Nova. It was my first time locking up and Matthew can't get back in.
What have you done? Why can't I get in?
So we're sleeping up here tonight under the stars. And now we're never getting back in because Matthew just snapped the key.
Well, you must have broke it somehow.
So we're trying to improvise and unlock the windows because we obviously lock them. We're trying to unlock them with the boat hook.
Which isn't going according to plan. I haven't got the angle. So I managed to use the boat hook through the little window to undo the hatches of the big window, and now we broke in. So a lesson learned is don't leave our boat hook out because you can break in that way.
My idea.
It was your idea, yes.
So last night we successfully broke back into our own boat, so it's just a reminder to close your windows and don't leave your boat hook out if your windows are open. We're off to the shop now. The weather's a bit cloudy, but it's actually really warm outside. But we're going to go stock up on fresh meats and stuff and then have a walk around, I think. So yeah, that's our plan for today.
Off to the shops, me and Paige.
Got our reusable bag.
My hanking bag.
Doesn't burst in the tender. We've been to the shops. Matthew's backpack's all loaded up now. Carrying the heavy goods home. Got him some cornflakes. The little shops around here don't stock very much, but we're on our tin food as well. So we got some stuff from the butchers. It's all frozen, but we can sort that on the boat. We're going to head back to the boat, unpack, and then we're going to head off and explore the island a little bit. we're off on postcard posting round 2 with all our postcards, because there's not many post offices around here. And then we're just going to wander and see where the wind takes us on land. We've posted our postcards and got some new ones, and now we're going to head up to the, I think it's a stately home or something up there.
Yeah, so it says
private,
castle.
privately owned,
Craig.
but they're happy for you to have a look around it, so we're going to head up there, I think. And the weather's not that great, but it's still warm enough. Happy road.
It's dry, so that's a good sign.
We just had lunch, and now we're having our ice creams on a little island that you can only get to, oops, when the tide's out, unless you've got a boat. We've got these cool little thrones overlooking the mountains. So having ice creams. I just lost my spoon, and I'm gonna watch the nature around us. So it's nice and rainy here today, and we're doing a walk around some private grounds, but the owner's quite happy to let you walk. It's a lovely woodland, and then you get this. Look at all those flowers, nice and pink and bright and colourful. So we're going to head up behind me, where Matthew's waiting, and we're going to trek around the woodland.
I saw your face painted on the wall, shapeless in space, colorless and small.
It's like a fairy tale little woodland, so if you come to Plockton, there's a cool little bit if you want to propose to your missus or mister.
Hiding away, curse away the light. I remember you fading out of you.
Found a little cove on our walk, which is quite nice. Be nice if this was a white sand beach, but no, it's shingle. It's still quite nice, so. A little bit muddy to get down to it though.
Even though it's rainy, we have some beautiful turquoise water and amazing mountain views. And midges. We're at the end of our walk. We found the well that the ring comes out of. It's just not very deep anymore. And now we're going to head back to Nova, and it's still raining a bit, so our new books are getting wet, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. We're back from our walk in the rain. My hair's gone crazy like Medusa, and we just had burgers, and now we're going to sit and watch movies all for the rest of the night.
Watching Ali G in the house. Bruh.
So Matthew just planned our route for tomorrow, and he's told me what time we need to get up to catch the tides, which is?
About 3:30.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Go on.
That's all to do with the narrows past Skye here. And high tide at Dover will be at 09:44 DST, so the actual time. As you noticed, at that, and we're 2 days before spring, so it's nearly at the 6.6 knots, where I don't want to be going against that. So that's no good. And it gets worse as it goes that way, as you can tell. So we have to go before, we have to go on the flood. So 08:44 is okay, but it still can have 8 knots with us, which isn't good for us because we'll lose steerage. So the best time is to start going through at 05:44. And it'll take us about an hour to get through. So by 06:44 we could have 4 knots with us. If we leave it too late though, I could have 7 knots with us. It's not quite that high. So we need to start at 0544, but it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where we are now to even get to the point that we need to start making our way through. So we'll leave it at 3:30.
Join us next time as we test our cruising chute for the first time, our navigation equipment goes down mid-sail, and we lose our GoPro in egg. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like that, then please go below and give us a thumbs up.
And subscribe to see more of our videos, and leave comments with the bits you liked and didn't like to help us make our videos better.
You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a website too, so below we've put the link.
And we hope to see you again soon.
Bye
Cheers.
bye!